It's another week of Star Wars news. This week it's all pretty fun, so let's hop in. First up in this one, I try to stay out of speculation on these news updates as much as I can, but this one's just kind of too big not to get into, in my opinion. But we have a somewhat credible leaker, film scooper. It's Daniel Richtman again saying that Obi-Wan Kenobi may return for season 2, which honestly I'm really surprised about. So this is a Forbes article, but it's quoting Daniel Richtman here, who said that Obi-Wan Kenobi season 2 is in development at Lucasfilm. So that's the scoop there, is that it is in development. Not a lot of details as to what it could be about. To me, that's the most interesting aspect. It's like, where does season 2 of Kenobi potentially go? So I'll go ahead and say on my podcast it will be next week. So it will come out Saturday the 13th or something like that. So 7 days from now, we're going to talk about a potential for Kenobi season 2. But just out of the news here, if they're going to make it, man, you got to be really careful with things. Season 1 had its highs for me. It had its lows as well. I thought this show kind of got away from Obi-Wan at times. Now, when the show is just focused on Obi-Wan, I think it's great. When you get into an Inquisitor story, and the Inquisitors maybe know too much by the end of it, when you start getting into the fact that Vader had a really hard time taking care of this Jedi girl, and then he also can't take care of her when she's an Inquisitor, if you're catching my drift there. There's some things that fell flat for me. So if you're going to do a season 2, man, let's just really isolate this thing on Obi-Wan. I don't think we need Darth Vader anymore. They've had their confrontation, and I think things just as they are fine to go into A New Hope. This isn't a needed thing for them to even do a Kenobi season 2. So if you're gonna do it, let's keep him on Tatooine. Let's have him do his Force Ghost training with Qui-Gon. Let's have him have to really face a lot of the emotional and mental struggles he probably still has from the prequel trilogy. So that's my take there. I'll watch a season 2 if it happens, obviously, but if this never comes to fruition, I'm okay with that as well. I mean, tread lightly in this area if you're going to make shows there. Just my 2 cents on that, though. Interesting to hear what you might have to say about a Kenobi season 2. So, next up, and this is just strictly, we're in the fun zone here with this one. So, we have announced a new Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy. It's a sequel to last summer's Rebuild the Galaxy that they did. I actually still haven't watched that yet. My family, we welcomed a baby last summer, so it was pretty busy. But I will definitely be watching it now because I got to catch up on this sequel. But we're going to get the sequel to it, and it's going to come out in September. So September 19th, Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy, Pieces of the Past. Again, I can't speak just too much to what happened in the original Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy, but Solidus, maybe I'm saying that right, maybe I'm saying it wrong. It's Jedi Bob's former master, apparently, is going to be the villain of this story, it appears. So that's going down. It's going to be a 4-part sequel series. I think this is a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure this is non-canon, and it's just a big mess of fun silly Lego Star Wars stuff. So that's coming in September. Of course, in true Star Wars fashion, you can't get away from George Lucas's true love of merchandising. We're gonna have some merchandise here. So you see here, you can get the Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy set. Looks like a Hoth snowspeeder there. It's pretty cool. But yeah, we're gonna have this character coming back, voiced by the Stranger Things kid, Dustin from Stranger Things. We're gonna have Darth Dev We're going to have Darth Jar Jar come back, which is a lot of fun. Ahmed Best is going to voice Darth Jar Jar. We got Jedi Bob. But let's scroll on down here. This is the big one. We've got Ahsoka going to show up. Ashley Eckstein is going to be Ahsoka, which is a lot of fun. She's the OG Ahsoka. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun to watch. I mean, you don't take these things too seriously, and everybody seems to kind of love the Lego Star Wars stuff. So, yeah, September, I'll be watching this. I gotta catch up on the other Lego Star Wars first, though. So I have to watch the one from last year, and then I will be watching this one in September. So let me know what you think about the Lego Star Wars news in the comments. And now for our final update here, and this is another pretty much entering the fun zone level as well. Nothing too crazy unless you're a Pepsi person, then this is not the fun zone for you, I guess. But there's new Coca-Cola cans out with Star Wars, so I've got mine right back here. I got a Princess Leia Coke Zero, got a case of those, so we'll definitely be buying a few more of those. I'll make the screen bigger and show that later. But there's a whole lot of different Coke products with a whole lot of different Star Wars characters. I mean, look at that one there with Ahsoka and Balin's skull. That one's on my want list. Anakin there from Mustafar, Yoda, Empire Strikes Back. It looks like Kylo Ren and the Forest in The Force Awakens on that one. I would like to get a lot of these to put on my shelf. So I collect, this is not Star Wars related, but I have a lot of Coke bottles that have like college football and NFL teams on them in my office. And so I would like to add some Star Wars ones to that collection as well. But here it is, Coca-Cola Star Wars Refresh Your Galaxy. That's a lot of fun. You can see here there's a Darth Maul can too. I want all four of these. These would be like probably my top 4 wish list for these Star Wars Coke cans. But you can see here characters include but are not limited to. So there could be more than this. But if you get the original Coke, you're going to get like Obi-Wan, Lando, Queen Amidala would be cool. So big list there, Mando on those. And then the zero sugar, you've got all of the other options there. I'm a Coke Zero fan if I'm drinking a Coke. So yeah, I will go for a few of these. I think they're even selling them in the theme parks as well. So if you're at like Galaxy's Edge or something like that, supposedly you can like buy individual ones. So you could probably get like all the ones you want. Yeah. So, oh, there's a couple exclusives there. Okay. So Mando and Grogu, First Order Stormtrooper, Chewbacca will only be at the park. So if you're wanting some of those, you got to go to Disney to get those, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, here's my Princess Leia Coke Zero. Gonna keep that one. So yeah, that's a lot of fun. I've drank a few of the other ones. It's just Coke, but cool to see these as well. So that's this week's Star Wars news roundup. Again, I've really enjoyed this. Hopefully it's been helpful for you in this downtime of Star Wars. So if there's Star Wars news next week, we'll definitely be covering it here. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.